Hi friends, today I'm going to talk about the step by step process how we can analyze a chart for past life, through Vedic astrology principles. So actually yesterday a few things I forgot to tell. One, I wanted to, but I just forgot. One, this theory that the fifth house, the sun is the soul is being born. It is not about past life. This theory is not mine. One astro scholar, sir, his one video I saw, and his channel I think is called Astro Intelligence, and there he mentioned that, and then he said his theory was also approved by Sir K.N. Rao ji, So I saw there, and then only I was able to put down the process what I was already practicing, but I was not able to put down systematically on a piece of paper, I'm doing past life analysis for a long time, and I was seeing the first 4 houses, but I couldn't explain it, that why I'm doing it. It was not coming to me. But when I saw that video, his video, he hasn't shared more advanced knowledge on this topic. I'm giving everything what I practice. I'm giving all the steps, So, but it's like he started it and I'm taking it forward. It's that kind of thing, But when I saw his video, then only I realized that this is what I needed to know, So I can't take the credit to that it's my theory, But I believe in this theory and I've been practicing it for a long time. So anyway, so the other thing which I forgot to mention was this, that when the sparks, when the spark comes in the creation, before it becomes even a desire, a mind, a consciousness, a soul, a human body, even before that, when it just becomes a spark in existence, the Srishti, the universe already provides everything which is required for survival. So this is why Aries is first sign, which is fire sign. Yesterday I stopped at that because I forgot the further what I wanted to say, So today I'm continuing, 7th house is Libra, which is air sign, oxygen. The 2nd house is Taurus, earth, and 8th house is Scorpio, water. These all things are the basic of creation, We need all this to survive. So Srishti provides all this to its creation, The very first thing regarding existence is this 4 elements, Fire because the heat, we grow with heat, the womb, in the baby in the womb. If the womb doesn't provide the heat, the baby cannot grow. The embryo cannot grow and become fetus, the fetus cannot grow and become baby. It's like an oven, That's why preborn babies are put in incubators, which are like oven where they grow. So water, earth, everything is provided there. So this is Srishti. That Srishti is talking about these 4 elements first, that this is what it is providing to every human being. Beyond that, we are going to receive according to our karmas, So this is one thing. Second thing, the axis 4th and 10th and 5th and 11th is about moon and sun, man and antaratma and soul, atma. So what is controlling antaratma and atma? Saturn, because when a soul is going to be in physical body, it is going to come and perform some karmas. It is being incarnated to perform those karmas, That is the reason of incarnation. Without karmas, if the soul does not have to perform karmas, then there is no reason for birth, This is what Lord Krishna told Arjuna in Gita, that not doing a karma is also a karma. You are born to do certain karmas, you have to do that. Then only your journey is considered complete. Right way you do or wrong way you do, that will be judged. That is another thing. But you have to perform your karmas. So the karmas are judged by Saturn, and the soul also knows that it is being watched by Saturn, Aquarius. So the fulfillment of desires and wishes of soul will only be given to or provided to the soul if the soul is righteous, if the soul is walking on the karmic path. So this is why according to mythology, there are many stories that sun and moon and Saturn are enemies, and their sun and moon suffer, in the chart when they are being in contact with Saturn, the wish yoga it forms and this and that. But the actual thing is that it's like a thief being in the court of law, in front of judge, when sun and moon comes in contact with Saturn, because we all do wrong things in life, and when the time of judgment will come, we know that the tension is going to be created by the passion we have enjoyed earlier, so the tension will come through passion, the judge is not going to leave anyone alone, so the struggle for soul and sun is because of the karmas, and they suffer because of Saturn, because the Saturn is a very just judge, so this is one of the thing, so another thing, there is a principle of this universe: what is below, so is above; what is above, so is below. Whatever is in the universe is there in our personal lives also. So there is a trinity, there is a triangle: Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Brahma is the creator, Prajapati. Vishnu is the Varuna, the god of the sea, is the operator, and it is by Neptune. Neptune stands for Varuna, Uranus stands for Prajapati, Brahma, and Rudra. Rudra is Shiva, is the destructor, because for regeneration destruction is also required, so Rudra is the destructive force in the universe, and it is represented by Pluto. So this is the trinity. Among planets, the triangle is taken over by Sun, the soul, Dharmadhikari, Jupiter, and Karmadhikari, Saturn. Among us human beings, the human being, the soul which is in physical body now is a person, and then one side is parents, and the one side is guru. So this is the triangle is formed like that. So everywhere the things are balanced like that, so this is universal law: what is above, so is below; what is below, so is above. So this is another thing. Okay, so now I have got the chart of one of my client. I am going to turn. You will not see me, you will see the charts. Hopefully this is the best I can do. Hopefully you can see it, right? Okay, so if we see, this is Libra ascendant, and the chart ascendant nakshatra is Swati. Swati is the nakshatra of Rahu. So the soul is coming in this world, in physical body, with some karmas regarding Rahu: manipulation, obsession, deception. If we see her house of marriage, it's very bad, because there is Mars there in Ashwini nakshatra. Ashwini is the nakshatra of Ketu, and in Padawan it's Gandanta, means some major karmic settlement she has to do with her spouse in this lifetime. She has done something in her previous lifetime for which she has to make a settlement, Okay. And another thing, Uranus is in Chitra nakshatra. Chitra nakshatra is the nakshatra of Vishwakarma, the creator of this universe, the Prajapati, the Brahma, So this is a fixed destiny, and Mercury is dual planet. And and in Vishakha is the symbol is two branches, of one tree. And the nakshatra lord is Jupiter, again dual planet. So there is some kind of deception regarding duality of relationship. So deception is involved. Then if we see the sun is in the nakshatra of Anuradha. Anuradha is the nakshatra of friendship, is the nakshatra of Saturn, and it is also the nakshatra of Radha. The Radha and Krishna friendship was such that both were married to different people, and they both were companions till Radha died. So let's say till end, And Neptune is a planet of many other things like soul connection, psychic powers, illusions, dreams, creativity. But it is also a planet of deception. They both are in Anuradha nakshatra in the sign Scorpio. So the sign Scorpio speaks of extramarital affair, sexuality, high level of sexuality, It's also about hidden secret love affair, relationships, scandals and all that, And Saturn is going where? Saturn is going to the sign ninth house, ninth. In the Ketu is in Mrikshira Nakshatra and Saturn is in Ardhara Nakshatra. Saturn is in Ardhara means the soul is going to go through lot of trauma, it is the tears of Lord Shiva, so struggle and trauma. The success will come after the struggle, much struggle and trauma. And Ketu is in Mrikshira Nakshatra. Why the soul have to go through this struggle? Because of lust, Gemini is the sign of lust and Ketu is in Mrikshira. Mrikshira again is a very highly sexual nakshatra, and the Mrikshira Lord is Mars in 7th house in Ashwini. So there is nakshatra parivartan between Mars and Ketu, 7th house and 9th house. The 9th house is somehow playing a very strong theme, in this chart, in this natal D1, because you see the moon is going to this third house where the sign Sagittarius is, Sagittarius is 9th house sign, and Mercury in the ascendant is nakshatra of Vishakha. Vishakha is Jupiter nakshatra, So 9th house is, though it's third house, but in Kalpurush Kundli, it's 9th house. 9th house of father, of guru, of mentors, guide, counselors. Another thing, this nakshatra, the sun nakshatra Anuradha, this I have told, I think that it is the nakshatra which makes people counselor, guides and all that. So here we see moon Venus is sitting with Rahu. So this is the sign of dharma, dharma, ninth, rituals, norms, social norms, religious institution. But Rahu is sitting there in the nakshatra of Mula, Ketu nakshatra. This Rahu Ketu axis is telling that there is some kind of deception happened, adharma happened, due to women in life of this soul, in previous lifetime of this soul, due to extramarital affairs, Moon is in the nakshatra of Purvashada, Venus, and Venus is in the nakshatra of Uttarashada, Sun, means close bond, with the soul. The women who was closely emotionally bonded with the soul, women outside marriage, closely bonded, had extramarital affair, very strong one. And this is also showed by the Jupiter placement. See, Jupiter is in 4th house in the sign Capricorn, debilitated. Sravana in the nakshatra of moon, so it is debilitated and it is in the 4th house, and it is the lord of 6th house. 6th house is of what? Sahapatni. Sahapatni or Sahapati, or like girlfriend or boyfriend, outside marriage, and it is, so this is again indicating adharma happened due to 10th sign is Capricorn, adharma due to profession. The women which come, the moon and Venus which have come in the life of this soul in previous lifetime, most likely a male, was due to profession. So he was not fair to his profession also, so this is indicated. Then if we see that Pluto is in the 12th house in the nakshatra Hasta. So in this life journey, the soul will suffer so much that finally through suffering it will become pure, it will get elevated to another level, it will attain, it will be evolved, it will become evolved, and by the end of this lifetime, present lifetime, it will exit as a healer, or it will be healed, and it will go to a better dimension after this lifetime. In the previous lifetime, there was a destiny point in 12th house and in the nakshatra Vishakha, Jupiter's nakshatra, and there was Pluto, and Jupiter is going, Vishakha's lord Jupiter is going to 6th house in Rohini nakshatra. Again nakshatra which is very flirt nakshatra, which is with Mandi, Upagraha. Mandi is in Kritika nakshatra, a sexual nakshatra, means the conflicts and the extramarital relationships and high sexuality and all that. Because of these karmas, the destiny, it's fixed destiny that in past life the soul, when it exited the body, it was bound to become to a life of suffering because of all these things, So this the main chart is indicating. Now if we go to D9, what D9 is indicating, I read it to you, I'm tired already, then I will explain the D60 to you. Give me a second. Okay, before I tell the D9, I tell you another thing. The Atmakarka is Venus, and Venus is in the nakshatra of Sun, and Amatya Karka is Mercury. Mercury is in the ascendant, means driver on the driving seat. Venus is the cause of this incarnation, and Venus will make sure the soul achieve its goals and get rectified through sufferings in married life or due to love relationship. Venus will make soul the loner by the end of the day, as Uttar Ashada is the nakshatra of a loner. Soul will have no desire for love relationships. It will be aloof after some time, and then when it will get detached and the time of punishment finished, the undoing of Gandanta, karmic knot, will take place, and the new person will walk in her life, which is going to happen in next 2 years. The Mahadasha indicates that also, and transit chart also indicates the same thing. Now if we see the D9 to verify this, in D9 also 7th house is Virgo, and Mercury is with Mars and Pluto in Aries in 2nd house. Ascendant Lord Jupiter is with Rahu in Taurus. 3rd house again deception towards family. In 10th house Sagittarius, Venus is with retrograde Saturn. This indicates the karmic death and lessons regarding Venus are coming through profession. The moon is in Dagda sign Leo in 6th house of conflicts, diseases, disputes, trauma, mistress. In 8th house Libra is Sun with Uranus. So again indicating unconventional taboo breaking relationships must have been part of soul's journey in physical body in past life. Sun is in Swati in the nakshatra of Rahu, and Uranus and Rahu is with Jupiter in Taurus, 3rd house. Adharma due to lust and deception follows. Jupiter is in Kritika, highly sexual nakshatra, and Rahu is in Vrikshara, again highly sexual nakshatra. So now we go towards D60. We put the 12th house in the ascendant. So in the ascendant, when Scorpio comes, there is Sun there in Anuradha nakshatra. Anuradha nakshatra is the nakshatra of Saturn. This shows that the person, and Saturn is in the nakshatra of Shravana, which comes to 3rd house, retrograde Saturn, which is nakshatra of Moon. Moon is with Venus in Uttar Falguni. Moon is in Uttar Falguni nakshatra, which is nakshatra of Sun, and Venus is in Purva Falguni nakshatra, which is nakshatra of Venus. So Venus is very strong Venus, okay. So when we put the Scorpio sign here, the Sun comes in the ascendant. This indicates few things. The person was very famous, renowned, born to a good family, born to good parents. The parents doted on him, very loved child, very supported child by his parents. He was very attached to his mother, and he was famous, he was educated, he was a learned person, but again when you see the Rahu is going to 2nd house, deception to the family, Purva Ashuddha, Venus nakshatra. So deception due to Venus, extramarital affair, because you see Jupiter and Mandi are coming to 7th house, when 8th house coming here. So Scorpio comes here, Taurus comes here. So in the married life, what he gave, his mother must be a very powerful woman. At home, she must be in power, because the moon and Venus comes here. You see, the moon is in Uttar Falguni, and it is originally in 9th house. But when we put it in past life chart, it comes to 10th house, So the mother must be a working woman, a very powerful, beautiful, nurturing woman, and she must be very, she must be beautiful, commanding, and very attached to her husband and her son. Uttar Falguni is the nakshatra of Sun, and the Sun is very attached to her, and probably she supported this extra women, the other second women in her son's life. So this is a possibility that her mother in this life is the same mother from past life, and now she is seeing her daughter suffering, due to marital issues, So when the Jupiter comes here in Rohini nakshatra here, indicates that the soul was having multiple relationships in past life, or had another extramarital relationship. He was a flirt, a playboy. And Mandi is there, indicates that in Kritika nakshatra that it must have created lot of issues in his married life. And Kritika nakshatra is again the nakshatra of Sun, and it's a very sexual nakshatra. The mythology regarding Kritika indicates that this nakshatra is a sexual nakshatra, sexually oriented. So, and it could have brought, you see, Ketu Mercury comes here in the 8th house. So there could have been some kind of Ardhra, both in Ardhra, Rahu nakshatra. So scandal, scandals, defamation, bad name to family, bad reputation, all could have taken place, which could have brought suffering to family and to him also. And the Mars goes to 9th house, means he was someone you know, Mars is in Ashlesha, again a fickle, a guru, but a fickle guru, you know, a playboy type of guru, a flirt guru, you know. So this is the theme of the life, you know. Then if we see that you know, the Arudha Lagna, if we see, so the Arudha Lagna is in the sign of Aquarius, you know. The Aquarius is the Arudha Lagna sign, and third from it is Mars again. So Mars is going in the soul is in the you know, the Mars is going in the ninth house. So it is indicating the same thing, that the guru was basically you know, a flirt, and you know, not a good guru, you know. He was not decent to his job, you know. He didn't do his work properly as a guru. So now when we see in the 12th house, when the 7th sign go to 12th, there is a Bhrigu Bindu, destiny point in Vishaka Nakshatra. Vishaka is Nakshatra of Jupiter. So due to his karmas, this kind of karmas, when the soul exited in previous lifetime, because Pluto is there, Pluto is about endings, you know. So when the end came, the soul, when exited the body, it didn't go to a good dimension, and it knew that it is going to carry forward these karmas, because Bhrigu Bindu is there, this destiny, and will bring it forward to this lifetime. But in this lifetime, when Pluto is in 12th, it is indicating when the soul will exit this journey, it will go to a higher dimension, it will be an evolved soul. This journey, this present journey, the soul is a very nice human being, and doing the karmas right, and have burnt in the fire of purification, the soul is rectified, so ending will be very good. So I hope this can explain my method of opening a chart for past life, and you agree with it. If you do not, please forgive me, I'm just trying my best. Thank you. Take care. God bless you.